Good evening, everyone. I am Mark Helton, your right-leaning friend,
And I'm James Devereux Lewis, your left leaning friend.
and welcome to Civil Civics Connection, where we talk about anything and everything as long as it's politics.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
James, some exciting news. We have our head-to-head matchup going into November. The current president, Joseph R. Biden, going head-to-head with former president. I don't even know his middle name.
Donald J. Trump.
J. Yes, J. Trump. There we go. So, are you excited for this matchup coming in November?
Oh my God. This is, you know what? I'm about excited as I was when I found out that it was going to be Shawn Michaels Undertaker too. And I was not excited by that at all.
That was one hell of a match, though, my friend.
It was. But that turned out to be. I turned out to be a lot more excited about that than I thought I would be. But yeah.
So you're saying
I'm not excited about this.
So you're saying you're not excited, but you think it could turn out to be awesome.
It could. We'll see.
Well, right now, looking at Real Clear Politics, the Real Clear Politics average as of between February 13th through March 5th, they've got Trump with a 2.2 favorite. But if we look over the last, if we look at a couple of different, we got Trump as far as a 6-point spread and the Rasmussen report, and Biden, he's 4-point spread in the Quinnipiac. So
it's all over the place. But this is off of primaries, so you can't really.
Agreed. And now for our regular scheduled show. Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend.
And I'm James, your black friend.
And this is the Fat and Black Connection,
where we talk about anything and everything, well, as long as it's interesting to, us.
Absolutely. And if it's not interesting to us, then why the hell are you watching? So this is a live and interactive broadcast. It is March 6th, 2024. Yeah. It is 8:06 p.m. on the left coast, west coast, nothing but the best coast. What does that mean, live and interactive, Jim?
That means we are live. We are here. He told you the time. He told you the date. That's why we're doing this. Next, interactive. We want your questions, comments, questions. Did I say that twice? Whatever, if, I don't know I'm putting it out there, but Jeff likes trolling. So, hey, we'll even take those too. As long as it's, within good taste. And other than that, well, sometimes out of good taste, but it is what it is. Other than that, we're here for you.
Speaking of good taste, tonight I'm drinking a giant Jack and Coke.
All right.
And it is a little strong. I'm gonna have to add a little bit more Coke here.
All right. So I was at the store the other day, and so the drink sparkling ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they came out with a couple new flavors, but I was just confused by the flavors that they put out. They have Starburst lemon and Starburst orange flavors. I was like, the two that nobody wants,
one's least favorite.
Yeah, I'll eat those. If somebody's like, "Hey, you want a Starburst?" and I'm like, "Sure," and they give me the lemon, I'm like, "Cool, thanks." Or the orange, I'm like, "Cool, thanks." I would much rather have that pink one, but whatever, it's yours. Or the red one. Whatever, it's yours. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, those are the two. Yeah, those are the two flavors nobody wants. So I was like, lemon, no, I'm not going to get that. But I did grab the orange.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's sparkling ice, Starburst orange, flavored sparkling water. So I'm going to give this a try, see what's up.
All right. Well, while you get that open, I'll tell you what I got. So at the Les Savoie here in my neighborhood. I came across this bag and I saw it and I immediately said, yes, I need this for the show.
Oh, is that the sweetened? No. Oh, it's Pop Smart. Oh, never mind.
Smart Food
Oh.
chocolate glazed donut popcorn.
What?
So if you'll recall, recently I had the Smart Food that was the popcorn with Doritos.
Yeah.
And those are absolutely delicious. So I figured, why not?
Wait, is it like Krispy Kreme donuts or is it like just generic?
I mean, it's just a generic chocolate glaze.
Donut. Okay.
But it also is my favorite type of popcorn, mushroom popcorn.
What?
This type of popcorn specifically is called mushroom popcorn.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Is it actually chocolate pea?
Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
must be good then. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna take a sip of this this Starburst orange sparkling ice. See what this is about. Oh, it smells Starbursty.
Oh man, these are very good. I will say, I taste the glazed chocolatiness. I don't taste the donuts as much.
Yo, this tastes more like a. It tastes more like an orange creamsicle than anything.
That's not a problem.
No, it's not a problem at all. I'm not a huge fan of orange creamsicles. Well, now I used to be when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I just haven't. The taste hasn't really been there. But this isn't that bad. Hey, thumbs up, sparkling ice. I might have to try that lemon one now.
What's the worst that could happen?
Right. But yeah, this isn't as bad. I thought I was expecting the worst, but this actually is not that bad.
So I'm going to bring up an image, and if you know what it is, please don't just blurt out what it is.
Yeah.
But I saw this image, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? That looks like that church down in Los Angeles near Disneyland."
It does kind of look like that. I was also thinking it looked kind of like those. It kind of reminded me of the Sydney Opera House.
I agree, and still don't say what this is. Here's another angle on it, and for frame of reference, now we kind of know where this is. Obviously,
yeah.
This is Las Vegas, your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Again, another angle on it kind of has that Sydney Opera House feel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at a third angle on it, and I think this becomes more evident as to what this actually is.
Yeah.
So this is obviously if you were at the New York, looking at it from that angle. And finally, one last angle. If you weren't already sure, this is the new Oakland A's stadium, which is going to be the Las Vegas A's.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Athletics. So what do you think?
You know what? It took me a second to I had to look at all the angles on it. And I was like, at first I was kind of like, but then I was like, you know what? That's not bad. And the thing, well, Jeff says it's horrible, but whatever.
And this is coming from a guy who used to be out at the bleachers at 90% of the games banging on a drum.
Yeah. So, and you'll be able to do that again. Anyways, but what I do like that it's kind of it's like an open concept, but yet it's covered. So you'll be able to be cool. Now, I was talking to my brother about this last night because he showed me these last night on ESPN. What I'm really hoping, that's not right.
What?
That's wrong.
What do you mean that's wrong?
I feel this angle, something's weird about this angle. Like that sign, that MGM sign should be anyways, doesn't matter. It's concept drawing. Anyways, one of the things that I was like, yo, if they made it, it'd be really nice because it looks like they have these glass. It's going to have like these windows, which probably will end up being like over at Allegiant that are whatchamacallit, like tinted. But if they don't, I'm just hoping, which is okay. just make sure that the building is made so that when the sun is coming over, it doesn't actually come in those windows.
I am sure the positioning of the stadium, they have based some logic
on that. I'm 100% sure they did. I just was like that would only make sense to me. I mean, in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, that would make sense to have it so that the sun's not like directly beaming in on that place. Because I mean, it's hot, especially during the summertime. apparently the A's are going to be playing a couple games out here in a couple weeks at the Las Vegas ballpark.
The Las Vegas ballpark,
where the Aviators play.
Ah, okay. Well, and that is their minor league team, so
yeah.
So it'll be spring ball in Las Vegas.
Apparently,
that's cool. Do you plan to go?
If it's on a day I'm off, yeah.
Okay.
If they happen to be playing on a Thursday, or a Tuesday or Thursday.
So what's the general consensus of the Las Vegians, or what do you guys call yourself?
I don't even know.
And Jeff says it's called Big League Weekend. Okay.
Oh, all right. So you I might not be able to go.
Las Vegasons. What's the general consensus down there on?
I don't really know. I've been excited for it. I mean, some people are excited about it. Some people are not excited about it. It all depends on kind of who you talk to. I mean, I've had people coming into town who are talking about it, like people who don't even live here are excited for it because that'll make so if they're excited about it and they want to come out and spend a couple of days and go to the casinos and stay at a hotel and go to a couple games or go to a game, hey, I'm all about it, bro. Bring that money. I'm just hoping that maybe they're not that good so I can get really cheap season tickets.
Sure. Why not?
We can dream.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So hey, we have some friends that do some kind of really cool things. This is a really bad setup.
Yeah, this is a horrible setup. We have friends. Yeah. Some of them do cool stuff.
Here, I'll just read my prepared notes. So our guys, our friends, the dynamic duo of Lawrence and Diego Iriarte, they're kind of becoming a big deal in the comic book industry. Yeah. And
didn't they have a whole unveiling thing recently?
Yeah, they've got quite a few items, if you will, in the pipeline. And for those of you that don't know who they are, they're pretty well known. They've worked with DC, they've worked with Marvel, and they've done a ton of work with Kid Hero Comics for the Lumpia with a Vengeance universe.
Yeah.
And this is specifically
the deep fried. It's referred to as the deep fried universe.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes. And these are some of the covers that they've done for some of the comic book issues for Lumpia with a Vengeance. And kind of interesting. So last month, this father-son duo, they were the first ever father-son duo to be featured at the San Diego Comic-Con Museum in January.
The Museum of Comic-Con! That's huge.
They got to do like this live panel and presentation and get to have their art exhibited. Diego actually sold his first piece of art.
Yeah, let me tell you something too. I don't, and we need to get these guys on here because then I can actually give him his flowers. I remember, so I've known Diego since he was a baby, and because I met Lawrence, actually, we both met Lawrence actually at the same time. He was stage manager for The Crucible at Ohlone College, directed by, rest his soul, Steve H. Harrington. And so,
I mean, I met Lawrence before then.
Oh, see, I hadn't met Lawrence before that.
Lawrence did a lot of artwork at the Newark Memorial Campus.
Oh, see,
He,
I had never actually met him at campus.
oh, okay.
I just
I
never,
had.
yeah, I just never had met him. I mean, of course, he had Barb, as in theater, and that's what got him into the whole stage. You know, he did a lot of backstage stuff with her. But that's the first when I first like really met him was he was stage manager of the Crucible at Ohlone College, where I was actually working backstage. Um, which that started how long ago is that? That's been like at least 20 years now. Yeah, so that started like a 20-year friendship between the two of us. Um, just working on different things and just kind of growing from him just doing small time stuff to now producing huge independent films. But back to who I was really talking about is Diego. Is that I remember his first stuff. His first stuff. I mean, he was good. Don't even. He was young, so it was rough. But man, if you want to talk about somebody who has like grown as an artist, it is that. Actually, I didn't call him boy anymore. He's a full fledged man now. Um, but he has such a youthful spirit. It's crazy. But yeah, like his stuff from the time that his first like Spider-Man drawings. He used to draw Spider-Man all the time. His first Spider-Man drawings to the stuff that I've seen him do now, light years. And I mean, amazing stuff. I have some of his dad actually brought me some of his artwork that he did at Comic-Con a couple years back. And so I have that. I'm gonna actually I need to get that stuff framed up as well. But yeah, I have that stuff just sitting here, just waiting. So yeah, Diego has blossomed into an awesome artist. Lawrence has always been phenomenal at what he does. So I'm glad to see that they're getting love, props from San Diego Comic-Con Museum, the San Diego Comic-Con Museum. They even had a display recently up in the Bay Area. I can't remember the museum up there.
Livermore.
Yeah.
The Bankhead.
Oh, that's where it was. Yeah, they had their art featured there, which is like that's crazy too, man. It's like that's home. So it's really awesome that they're getting that love.
So you're gonna let me finish my prepared remarks?
Yeah, you can go ahead and finish.
Okay,
Sorry.
thanks. Anyways, so again, this is the first father-son duo featured at the San Diego Comic-Con Museum, where they actually got to do a live comic book sketch demo. So the two of them working together, doing the sketch, doing the inking, doing the watercolor, for an audience.
Wow.
And for those of you that are interested in meeting real live comic book artists that are out there actually making it happen on a day-to-day, they're coming to the cart. They've been invited. So it's not like they're paying to go be a vendor at an event. They have been invited as guests to attend the Cartoon Art Museum in San Francisco for the Filipino comics marketplace, Pinoy Power, on March 23rd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That's so awesome.
And they really got to do something about their logo to not cut off the circle.
Yeah.
But
get some different color lettering in there.
But these guys will be there and they'll be doing commission pieces. Here's an example of them doing a commission piece, which a really awesome piece. And James, it appears you're interested in this piece, so let me show you what.
Oh! Yo! Oh, that's killer.
Yes.
Thundercats, bro.
And
that is nice.
Here's Voltron.
Oh man, that is nice.
So all of this to say, you might recall that these guys did 6 episodes of cover art for Murphy's Inc. And I've got some really exciting news to share. These guys are going to be creating some limited time prints specifically for Murphy's Inc. In the coming weeks. And there will be some pre-order specials that you will be able to, in essence, get some of this artwork with what they call a unique remark. So you can say, hey, I want you to do this to the piece of art, and they'll add something. So it's a unique piece just for you. So for those of you that don't know, it's just, in essence, a remark is a unique sketch on the piece. You'll also have the chance to get a rare father-son collaboration original commission. There's also going to be a limited giveaway, one of 4, because there's only 4 total that exist. I'm going to have one. James is going to have one. Lawrence and Diego are going to have one. And then you can win number 4 of this sketch.
Oh man!
And if you win this sketch, it will be on archival watercolor paper with an official signatures and certificate.
Nice.
So these guys are great. They do great work. I'm also excited to announce that they will be joining 97 Now Productions at multiple cons happening this year, including Powerhouse Comic Con at the Contra Costa Event Park, June 8th, 2024. The Silver Age Comic Con and the Reno Sparks Convention Center, July 13th and 14th.
Yeah.
And of course, the granddaddy of them all,
Kaboom Con
at Carson City Convention Center, September 7th, 2024. So,
man, that's exciting.
Also,
I'm excited. This is the most I've seen these guys in a couple years, so I'm excited.
Also, for those of you that might be interested, these guys love to do community outreach. They will travel to get kids, people, anyone excited about the arts and really get engaged. So if you're interested in having the Iriartys join you or come and speak somewhere, they're happy to make it happen. You can reach out to them directly on Instagram. You can always hit James or I up.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen for you. So
get in contact. They are busy. They're very busy.
They are extremely busy.
But they do like to make time for. They like to make time for those kind of things.
Yeah, and I can say I spent over an hour on the phone with Lawrence last night. Getting caught up and talking about the Murphy's Inc. comic book, talking about Kaboom Con in general, and it's always great to catch up with him. He's such a good man. Like, it's not that he's just like a good guy. He's a good man. Like he has, a genuinely caring heart. I feel that, he's underappreciated, frankly. I think he doesn't get enough love and enough credit. And they've got some really big things. If I don't know if you ever watch American Dad, but there's the alien character Roger, who very often says, "I'm doing really big things," right? And he thinks he's very important, self-important. But these guys,
quiet, Stan. I'm doing big things over here.
These guys are really doing big things, and I'm excited that they want to work with us. They want to be a part of what we're doing.
Man.
So
this is what happens when your friends start doing big things. They want to actually work with you on those big things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, question. I'm torn because I have strawberry lemonade and I have a watermelon lemonade, but I can't decide which one I want first.
I think you can. I mean, you know which one you want to have.
Cool, strawberry it is. I have the watermelon one too, but I thought save the best for last. Why not? Anyways, continue. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
What do you want to tell us about Oak Bridge?
We are done with principal recording. I told you that last week. Oh, actually, no, we weren't done. I had Thursday. I had a Thursday session. I was supposed to have a Saturday session, but we knocked it out on Thursday, which was really nice. And I had our final session on Sunday afternoon.
Thanks for that, by the way.
What?
Well, your final session on Sunday, calling my wife out of the blue and be like, "Hey, I need you to record something right now."
Well, no, it was just because I could have called her later and had her record it, but I was like, I'm done. I have a little bit of time. Let's see if I can get her on here. Cool. If I can't, then it's not that big of a deal. I can just schedule it for a later day. but I was able to get her on. So I had to recast. It was on the fly recasting, and luckily, um, the gentleman that came in, his name is Garrett. He so I have to give big thanks to Connor Howard because I was talking with him, letting him know what was going on. He said, "All right, I will see what I can do." So he went out and put a call in, or didn't really put a call in, but he's on a couple, I guess, Reddit pages that voice actors or whatnot. Pretty much immediately, I got one response. It wasn't like I had to like go through multiple people. I got one response. He sent me his stuff on Twitter, just a little demo thing that he put together, and I was like, "Oh, good, I can work with this." So we were. It was emailing back and forth. We connected on Discord, so we had, we basically just had a couple conversations, figuring out when we could do it. Sunday worked best for him, because as you know, a lot of actors, we work weird hours. And so we were able to work that out. So he got in. We were able to record all the last stuff that I needed to get recorded. And while I literally was just in the mode, I called your wife and I said, "Hey, can you hop on? I just need you to record one name."
Mm-hmm.
So she was able to get on and get that last, just the name. I just need to get the name recorded, and that was it. And we are officially done recording.
Nice. Well, as a reminder, we are live at Interactive. It's 8:30 on the left coast, west coast on March 6th. So please feel free to share us your thoughts. If there's something you want to hear about more or you're excited about, especially with KaboomCon coming.
Yeah, we want to talk about it. We talk about it.
It is so soon, man. It is scary. I don't know if you've done the math at all. Have you done the math at all? No. What's your guess? How many days away do you think we are?
I know we're probably 200 and something.
You're killing me. 185, man.
Oh, 185. Okay.
Because last episode I said we were under 200.
Oh, okay. My bad. I don't remember.
Anyways, yes, we are 185 days away.
185.
And I got to tell you, we're, from a vendor perspective, we're sold out.
Yeah.
We're on a wait list. That's it.
Yeah.
Unless you're a food or beverage vendor.
Yeah.
If you are interested in coming to KaboomCon as a food or beverage vendor, we still have some space. Not a ton. It's running out, but we still have some space. But we have retail vendors like comic books, comic book related paraphernalia,
artists,
all of those things.
Writers.
We have over 50 vendors.
Damn. And look, this is crazy because when we started out on this thing, it was Mark's idea. Literally, Mark was like, "I think we could do this," and I was like, "You know what? I think we could." And then next thing I know, he makes the announcement. We're already on a wait list. Then we decided, why not? Let's make this thing. Let's get crazy. So we added a room. Then we added another room. Then we just went ahead and added a whole damn theater. And still added another room. And so, because we had a stage inside the gymnasium that we were going to do stuff on, and so we were able to take that stage out of there. That added more space. And then we're moving all that stuff to the actual stage. And then we got this stuff on, so we added more room for booths. And we even sold out there. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. We were on a wait list on week 2, less than 2 weeks in.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I am blown away by the support that we've gotten from the community. Um, I I just I don't know, yeah, what else to say in that vein.
I know.
It's
Thank you.
huge.
Thank you
Y-
for just having just wanting to be a part of something just different. Wanting
yeah,
to be a, like this is like we please, we've never done anything like this before. We've done events, but we've never actually put one on ourselves. But thanks to y'all, this has become way bigger than we even imagined. We just thought it was gonna be we were just trying to do something small, something
this
small.
this is the Carson City Community Center, or just so y'all are aware. This gym, which basically is this section back here, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and actually, really, it's this inner box is the gym. It's about 10,000 square feet. Okay, full 50 vendors, right? Then we have the theater, which is this section up here, this massive 550 plus seat theater, where we're gonna have panels, we're gonna have the cosplay contest, we're gonna have all that kind of fun stuff.
All of it.
Huge, massive stage, theatrical lighting, like sound equipment, the whole kabam, right?
The
The whole
whole kaboom.
kaboom. Yes.
Kit and kaboomo.
This front area here, this is like a lobby foyer where we have additional vendors that are going to be set up.
Oh, that's right.
Over here on the side is a room that's going to be our gaming room where people can go and play D&D. They can go play Magic. They can go play whatever the hell they want.
Whatever.
Over here is this is the boardroom in this area, which is where we're going to have more panels happening. Where people can learn about how to do cosplay on a budget. They can
on a budget.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of fun stuff happening in there. This is the West Side parking lot. West Side?
West Side.
And
Blocked
over
off,
here,
baby.
this is locked down. This is where all of our food and beverage vendors are going to be. There's going to be tables set up out here for you to sit down and enjoy your food and drinks and hang out. This thing's going to be huge.
Come inside.
Ticket sales have been phenomenal.
That's good to hear.
Ticket sales have been huge, and I can't stress to people enough. We are 6 months out.
You better get them tickets though.
I don't want to over exaggerate and say, buy now or you might not get them. But I guarantee you, if you wait until day of, you're probably not going to.
They might not be there.
Because ticket sales have been huge, massive. So I would highly advise, don't wait. They're only $10.
Yeah. Everybody I've talked to, and I'm selling them a Kaboom Con, I'm like, yo, it's $10. Just grab a ticket, bro.
Yeah. I honestly, I feel like when we decided the amount, we probably decided it too soon because I didn't realize we were going to have 50 vendors. I didn't realize we were going to have some of these huge comic book artists that I can't even announce yet.
The thing was,
they won't let me.
Right. I think one of the big things was too, is that we wanted to make sure it was affordable.
Because we had said from the beginning, let's just see if we can break even. That's all I cared about.
Yeah, we wanted to just make it affordable. So because like if you think about it this way, I mean, yes, we are no Comic-Con by any means. We're no big, huge con by any means. But even some of the those big cons, it's almost impossible. Well, Comic-Con, it's damn near impossible to get into now because you have to buy tickets like at the con before in order to get in most of the time. Mm-hmm. And and you might get in, you might be able to get in. But it is definitely one of those things where we wanted to just make sure that if you wanted to come, we weren't breaking any type of bank. Now next year, I'm just kidding. But no, like this has been an absolute. I mean, I've been blown away by the support.
Here's what kills me: I have some comic book artists lined up that I can't announce yet because Marvel, Image won't let me announce it yet.
Oh, we're being squeezed by them.
Yeah, they they have a very tight time frame where they're
Yeah.
like, okay, you're allowed to announce this amount of time in advance, no more than that.
Oh dang! So we gotta wait. Like, is there?
I I
Can you
can't.
tell a date?
Nope.
A number?
Nope.
Jeez.
You know, when you start working with known people,
It's hard.
you have to sign NDAs. You have
Oh
to,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm very familiar with NDAs.
yeah, I can allude to things,
Yeah.
for sure, but I can't.
Listen, it's many days out. We can announce it many days out.
Yeah, yeah. I can tell you that I will announce it when I can announce it.
Hey,
That's
when,
about all you're gonna get out of me.
when I know, you know.
No, I know.
No,
I
I'm
just
saying,
when you know, yeah,
yeah, when I know, y'all know.
yeah, because it sucks, man. James got an NDA. What is he? A McMahon?
Whoa. Yikes. No.
Those legal
No.
battles.
That is no, this is not one of those NDAs. This is, I mean, I've had to sign NDAs. Actually, I can talk like working with Lawrence. I've had to sign some NDAs because it's projects that he's working on that are, that are possibly being optioned, things like that. So we can't. So there's just certain things that we get information, we get scripts, we get art and things like that. That it's just for that project. We can't share it anywhere. We can't, we can't, literally we get copies just to do the recordings or whatever. And then it's,
Yeah, I mean
that's it.
we at 97 and Now Productions very often have to give people NDAs.
Yeah.
That is a common practice to say, hey, you can't talk about this until we say you can talk about it.
Yeah. We signed one recently. Well, it was a while back before the last was the last con, right?
Before Comic-Con.
Yeah, we were
working on a project
yeah.
for Comic-Con in essence. And we couldn't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
We could say we're working on something huge. We could say we're working on something that will be used at Comic-Con, but we couldn't go into anything specific.
Oh, Jeff, what are we gonna do with you?
So yeah, I am blown away by the support of the community to date in Carson, and I can only imagine we're going to see much more support from that community as we inch closer to KaboomCon.
Apparently, they're excited about having a con in town.
I really want to deliver because I want to bring the people to the city. I want us to, here's the hope, right? That this thing goes as well as it looks like it's gonna go, and we get to do a year 2, and then that gets to be huge, right? And then we get to do a year 3, and
where we can't even be in the same building,
or we can, but we have to do multiple days. Or
hey,
you know what I mean? Because the hard part about Carson City, and because I did the research, the hard part about Carson City is there is nowhere in Carson that provides that size space
for that kind of price.
For that kind of price, but also that size. There is nowhere that provides that size with the flexibility of multiple rooms.
Yeah, that's
so there.
You
there
don't
is
have to buy out all the rooms. You could you can buy like a certain like I said.
Yeah, we
added
started
stuff on
with the gym.
Yeah, that was it. Then we expanded the boardroom. Then we expanded to the theater. Then we added on. Actually, we did the theater and that other side room at the same time.
Bonanza. Yep.
Yeah.
Then we added the West Side parking lot. Yep.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. We added the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but
ample parking.
My point is that right now in Carson, there isn't a lot of options, right?
Yeah,
you've got a couple casinos that have some space, but it's actually smaller and more expensive.
Oh, nah.
Yeah. So, my hope is that this thing does well because it's so far looks like it's gonna.
Mhm.
It really, and this is one of the things I tried to stress to the vendors is we'll do our part.
Mhm.
We'll market, we'll talk, we'll get it out there, but they got to do their part too.
You also got to talk to people. You talk to your people that come into your shop, come
Hmm.
into wherever you go. Let them know, hey, I'm gonna be at this thing. Come out.
Hmm.
You know,
Show up, show
show
out.
out. Come out, come support us, come support the other vendors that are gonna be at this thing. Hey, come and support Jimmy and 97 and Now Production, your boys, James and Mark. Like come and support them. Because look, the thing is that we did this. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up. This was Mark. If you can be, this was kind of a vanity project
Uh,
at the beginning.
I
Anyway,
wouldn't call it a vanity project. I would call it more of a spite project. Like I can be real. You want me to be real?
it was
It was a
okay.
spite
It
project.
was a spike. Okay, that's actually probably a better word for it. Yes, it was 100% was like we
We went to a con last year and we had a terrible experience.
didn't go well. Didn't
We
go well
felt
at all.
we felt like we were
Lied to,
oversold and underdelivered,
bamboozled, if you will,
hoodwinked, swindled.
tiddlywinked. That didn't make sense, but
No, that doesn't work. And
but
so
like, so
what
that's
you
when
said a couple moments ago is absolutely true. We were sitting at this event, looking around this room at no one there except for a couple vendors, right? And I said, I bet we could do this better.
no, we will not name names.
Don't need to.
Yeah.
And
actually, this wasn't even the original thing. It actually started out as actually talking with Lawrence and Diego about doing something in the Bay Area.
Yeah, doing something completely different in the
Completely
Bay Area
different.
that I was all about doing, but unfortunately,
was it Kid? We couldn't get Kid Heroes on board.
No, we couldn't.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Jimmy Jones over at Pop Culture Kaboom.
Jimmy Jones.
And I said, hey man, what do you think about this? What do you think about me organizing a Comic Con in Northern Nevada? Obviously we have no, you don't. Obviously we have Silver Age Comic Con, which those guys are great. Colossal Girl Entertainment. They do a fantastic job. I have no qualms with what they do. I think they have a great product, and I think they deliver. But I told Jimmy, I said, I don't want to try and compete with them because that's not what this is about. But I want to do a Northern Nevada con for Northern Nevada. Colossal Girl is not based in Nevada. They do cons in Idaho and Washington and California and Nevada. Right?
They have multiple cons going on, which is actually good for them.
They do many cons, which is great. I wanted to do a con for Northern Nevada, and so I said to Jimmy, "You're the guy I know who knows cons. Part of Pop Culture Kaboom, one of the 7 pillars of pop culture entertainment is cons and events." Okay,
excellent.
So, hey man, what do you think? He said, "You're going to do it in Carson, right?" And at that point, that was not what had crossed my mind. My thought was doing somewhere in Reno
or Sparks.
Yeah, or Sparks. And I said, "Why should I? Like, why Carson is I'm a salesman. At the end of the day, like, you sell me on it, you give me a good, compelling case, and I'm open to it, right?"
Yeah.
And he did. He sold me on it. He told me why he thought Carson, and the biggest selling point, why Carson. There's never been one in Carson.
Anything there, yeah.
So it really was okay. That to me. Hi, Solanke SS. Are you a sailing ship?
Well, hello there, friend.
Welcome to the Fat and Black Connection. So there's never been one in Carson City. Okay, that is massive. That is a huge selling point, right? To say first ever comic convention in Carson City.
Yep.
At the Carson City Community Center. Okay, let's look into it. And then we did the process of looking into it, finding a place, yada yada. But all this to say, it was a spite project. It was, I can do this better than someone else.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. He said, no, you can't. You said, yes, we can.
Oh,
Popcorn going to the wrong throat. That's a bad idea. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend.
oh,
You all right there, champ?
let me get a little Jack and Coke.
Watch that chocolatey flavor down.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. You back?
I'm good. I'm good, Solanke. Thank you.
Right. Okay.
And I've got the one kidney wonder text messaging me, and who he thinks it is that we're talking about. And
Wrong.
No, Jeff, it is not. It is not that.
Wrong.
Anyways, all of this to say, KaboomCon is going to be huge. It's going to be massive. I can't stress enough. Don't wait until September to get your tickets. I'm not sure who Keshio is, but
that's not the person either.
Nope, it wasn't Keshio. I guarantee you that.
100%.
Anyways, let's move on to some of our normal content, if you will. How you feel about that? Does that sound like a...
It sounds like a good idea.
All right, I'm going to sound like a completely sexist a-hole, but it is what it is. I don't mind.
Are you? Yeah. Yeah.
Road to the Show 2024, MLB The Show.
Yeah.
I love MLB The Show. I love playing the game. I love creating my characters. I love that recently you've been able to create a player where they could be a pitcher and a position player, so you get the best of both worlds.
What?
That show's awful. They got Comic-Con on one side and Reptiles on the other. What?
I don't even understand what he's.
I'm thinking he's referring to Keshio.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Yeah.
But anyways, Road to the Show 24. Look, I have no qualms with women's softball. I have no qualms with women playing softball.
Nope. I have no problem with women playing baseball. I don't care about that. Like baseball, softball, it's the same damn thing. But the fact of the matter is that
I'm sorry, did you just say baseball and softball is the same damn thing?
Well, I mean, the ball is just smaller, right? Underhand, overhand pitch. Like
they are very dynamically different, just to be clear.
Really?
Yeah, and I have no idea. Mujuko Folo. Maybe now Solanke is just trying to get us say stuff that's like inappropriate in a foreign language.
No. Maybe.
Anyways, women pave their way. I have not seen a woman playing in the major leagues. Have you? Am I unaware? And damn checking in.
Hey,
softball is anything but soft.
Yeah, no, softballs are hard as hell.
Yeah, and Brian knows all about being soft. So SWAFT, soft.
Soft. Thank you, man. I miss you, Enzo.
So again, I have no qualms. I would love if MLB The Show came out with a version of softball within the game.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And I think they're trying to capitalize because I'm sure you're aware the NBA did this recently, where they came out with their
WNBA. They had WNBA teams on in NBA. The last one.
Yes, and NBA soccer did it as well recently.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize FIFA
so
did
I think MLB is just trying to get on that to try and get some more females to play their games and stuff, and that is not the reason to do this.
Well, the thing is that like if they do it, well, there's actually I know there's no real there's no league yet.
No,
major softball league or major league for women in baseball. Now, mind you, I have seen some amazing stuff by the women that are like ball. What do you call them? Ball boys?
Hi, Carl.
Carl.
Love when Carl checks in.
But we are good.
Living the dream, Carl.
Yeah. And but anyways, I saw the preview for this, and I was like, nope. Logically, like my logic brain said, "There's no chance. There's no way." Like,
Now I know there is a female, and actually there's a couple now female coaches in the
yeah,
MLB,
yeah,
and that's great. But there is, as far as I'm aware, there is not a single female
female player.
playing in the MLB, and even in the minor leagues.
No, because listen, it's just this sounds horrible, but again, we are made different.
Careful, careful! Don't get us canceled.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get us canceled. I'm saying, but just the fact of the matter is, we are made different. Like, just men and women are made. We just
Look, to me, it's not about that. If there was a woman that can play at the elite level that is the MLB, I have no question.
I'd be down. Yeah, I'd be absolutely down with it.
You saw the 3-point shootout between Curry and what's her name from the WNBA.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I heard about it though.
But that was great. And I mean, of course, Curry won, which was barely, but he won.
Yeah.
To me, that is not about male female. That's about skill.
That's about that is a skill. That is a skill competition.
However, if you put 5 men against 5 women in WNBA in a NBA game, in a basketball game, I don't think it's going to bode well for the women. That's nothing against them.
Yeah, I don't know if there was some commentator or something who said I would put the champions, the current WNBA champions, the Las Vegas Aces, up against any boys, like a ranked boys high school team,
and what would happen?
And they'd lose.
That I've heard that comment before, and I don't know how true that is. Like, at the end of the day, yes, I agree with you. Men and women are made differently. I agree with you that I would not put the WNBA champions against the NBA champions. I don't think that goes well.
Now, I wouldn't mind. Now, mind you, I wouldn't mind seeing like if it was like a 5-on-5, like equal number of men, equal number of women on a team. That could be dope. Like an intramural game, I would say that would be more intramural. That would be dope to see. Like, because WNBA doesn't start until later, but like they actually have started bringing WNBA players to the All-Star weekend, so that could be kind of dope to see. Like, 1 year, like maybe not on the Sunday where the game is, but the Saturday. There's so much stuff going on, so many games going on anyways, but if they did like an intramural game, that'd be kind of dope to see.
Yeah, and I think you're aware that there was a mixed what's the word I'm looking for? Mixed gender doubles game between Roger Federer and Venus Williams a number of years ago, right?
I heard about that, yeah.
Because everybody was talking about he's the number one man, she's the number one woman, and it didn't go well.
Venus or Serena? Is it Venus?
Whoever was the number one, I think it was Venus.
I think it was
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was Serena. I can't remember.
It was one of those Williams.
They're twins. It's hard to.
They're not twins,
aren't they?
No, Venus is a year older.
Oh, okay. They look very similar.
Yeah.
So
Venus is also a little slimmer, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it was one of them. Really? It was the number one woman against the number one man.
Yeah.
And it was mixed, so there was it was doubles, so there was, I think it was the number 2 man with Venus or Serena, and then the number 2 woman with Roger Federer. And it wasn't close, right? And that's not, I mean, everyone has a bad day, right? But I think that was probably typical of what the outcome was going to be.
Right.
And if you had mixed it up and put the number 1 and number 2 man against the number 1 and the number 2 woman, it probably would have been even worse.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why we have men's leagues, women's leagues in sports in general.
Yeah.
So here I have no problem with if MLB, if they want to, instead of doing it in a video game, create an actual women's baseball league, I think they should.
Honestly, that could be kind of dope to see.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that you think about this, is that once those women are done in college, that's it.
Right. And that, I think, is what pisses me off more about this than anything, is that this is, I don't even know, this is like hey, look, we care. No, you don't. If you really did,
it's very pandering.
it is. You
It's
would
very
develop a
pandering.
women's league and provide them the opportunity. Or you would have done softball and treated it as fair and equal to men's rather than, hey, create a woman character and she can play in the MLB.
Yeah, no, because I mean, like I was watching it and like the girl that they had, she was playing on the Giants, and I was just like, this. I was just like, cool, but it wouldn't happen. Okay, I'm not say let's not say it couldn't happen. It's very unlikely that it would happen
Hasn't happened yet.
in our history. Nor if it happens in our history, I'll be surprised as hell.
It also hasn't happened in her story.
Oh, stupid! You're so dumb. You're so dumb. I gotta go.
You don't want to go because I'm sure you're excited about this. The Last Airbender seasons 2 and 3 have been announced.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched it, don't care, but I know you do. So not only did they announce that they're going to continue the series with a season 2, but they have confirmed a season 3 as well.
Hey, why the hell not? Let's throw it out there. Like, listen, I think what I think they've realized is that if you do it and you do it right, you do it close to the show, people are gonna like it. That's one of the reasons I think that like One Piece has been a very big success. I'm not a One Piece fan. Okay, let me retract that. I have not watched One Piece anime, nor have I watched the show, so I don't know anything really about One Piece, but I know a lot of people really enjoyed One Piece. So I think when they took Avatar, they were like, let's make sure we go that route and make it enjoyable. Let's make everything look really good for the fans. Therefore, if the fans like it, we will, we can continue to give them what they want.
Sure. So speaking about giving fans what they really want. So we have the full release schedule. We're going to get 2-episode premiere. Now, here's where I'm a little confused. Are they doing this intentionally with Motendo Life Death Part 1 and Life Death Part 2, but an episode in between? Are they doing this intentionally to kind of like coincide with what they used to do on Fox, where they'd air episodes out of sequence?
I don't know, but it might be the middle episode might be something. But who is that behind Jubilee?
Bishop?
No, not Bishop. In the white and yellow, it looks like a white coat.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, because I'm just looking. I looked at the picture earlier, and I kind of glossed over it. But now I'm looking at it, going like, who the hell is that?
You're talking about this guy, yeah?
Yeah. Who is that? Anybody
out there in the interwebs watching us, joining us, the thousands in attendance, and the millions watching around the world?
Like I know who I can pretty much name every other character except that one.
Okay, go ahead, name them all.
All right, let's start at the top. We got Magneto, Cyclops, Beast, Bishop, Gambit, Storm, Morph, Jubilee, Wolverine, Jean Grey, and Rogue. But that dude, zero clue.
Let me look it up. Let's see what I can find.
Yeah.
Bishop Gambit, Kevin Sidney, Mr. Sinister, Jubilation Lee, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Rogue, Beast, Jean Grey, Storm, Magneto, Roberto da Costa.
I have no idea.
Let's take a look at. See if I can find anything.
Mr. da Costa.
I've Roberto da Costa.
You said Roberto da Costa.
Roberto Sunspot.
Oh, okay. I know who Sunspot is. I did not I actually I don't think I've actually seen his human form
Yeah.
ever.
So evidently, that's who that is.
Okay, and I don't remember him at all being in the series, so that's new.
Well, and you know, obviously Xavier's not going to be in the series.
That's right.
They've made that clear. So
I'm gonna
I
have to
guess
go back. Like I started, I'm gonna have to go back and watch all them episodes again because there's stuff that I don't remember whatsoever. I'll be right back.
oh okay. I guess James got to go poo poo. Um, that was kind of out of left field. And you know, just for funs, let's see what he's doing. Oh, what was that all about?
I just had it was getting hot in here, so I had to open my window real quick.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had to go poop.
No, no. I just had it was getting real hot. I mean, I'm wearing a sweatshirt too, so but
So hot in her.
yeah, I didn't feel like taking off clothes though.
Talking about getting hot in her. Did you check out this official trailer for Testament?
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm a little confused. So I see it's 3 parts, but it looked like almost a documentary series. At least from the some of the clips they were showing. It looks like it's part movie, part talking to like historians
Mm-hmm.
or theologians.
Yeah, I was a litlittle confused at that as well.
'Cause I saw it's 3 parts, which is dope. I mean, that's cool that they can take their time with it. But I was just like, wait, is this like a movie, or is this?
I mean, when you think about the story of Moses from his birth, getting put in the cradle and sent down the river,
Yeah.
growing up as an
As
Egyptian,
Egyptian prince, yeah,
um,
aka Prince of Egypt. Dope movie.
when you think of his whole life from birth to death, not getting to enter, you know,
He
into
never got to the promised land,
yeah, and
or the land of milk and honey.
you know, I mean, he had quite the epic life.
Yeah.
I don't even know if 3 episodes is necessarily enough.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna cut out. They're definitely gonna cut out. They're gonna cut out some stuff, but some of the stuff they were showing, I was like, what? I don't remember this happening.
Such as?
Well, it looked like that there was like they went in and started just beating people. The Egyptians looked like they went in and started beating people.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I mean, like it almost looked like I know they took like the first males and the first male babies and started throwing them, like killing them, so that they did like there was a prophecy that they would rise up or whatever. But yeah, I didn't like the whole thing with the there was some stuff in the trailer. I was just like, oh, I mean, also, and okay, let me be truthful. I have not read that. I have not gone through that story in quite some time. So it's been many years since I looked at since I've gone through Exodus.
Well, go pick up the Torah and give it a read. You don't need to read the whole Tanakh. You could just read, you know, part of it, and you'd be okay.
Getting them all in there, huh?
You know, is what is. So we're winding down towards the end of some of our content that I had prepared for tonight, and I know this is the part where, you know, probably we're gonna go from like it looks like we've got a few thousand people watching right now, and I'm sure we're gonna have a bunch of people tune out here in a couple minutes. But I know you're excited, and so
because I can see the
on
picture.
On this show, we talk about what's
things
interesting
that
to us.
we like.
So we understand if this isn't interesting to you, but it should be because you do watch us for some reason. I don't understand why people watch us, but they do.
Oh, I'm so excited right now.
And to be clear, folks, I've stopped like prepping James on what we're going to talk about because I've found that there's no benefit to me doing that. It's not like he does anything to actually get prepped for talking about things. So, you know, he kind of finds out what we're going to talk about just moments before because there's a little preview window where he can see the next image I have prepared. So he's kind of like, I think having a bit of an orgasm over there. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. So James,
so excited.
what did you think about the Rock's and Roman Reigns almost 40-minute promo on Friday?
First off, way too long. Way too long. But what came out of it is actually what we actually ended up talking about. This is actually what we talked about like last week, where like I was like, when does this happen? That's WrestleMania caliber. You can't just have that on like a random Friday night, and we aren't going to get it on some random Friday night because we're going to get it on a random Saturday night, and actually not just any random Saturday night, WrestleMania Saturday night, and this is huge. I mean, like The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, man, that is just that has just epic match written on.
There are too many R's. Rock and Reigns versus Rhodes and Rollins.
Yeah, it's roll them R's, just you know, like rah. But anyways, oh my goodness, like I'm just like this. The implications of this match too are actually kind of interesting because this kind of threw kind of a wrench into what I was thinking. Not really, but my thinking was along the same lines, but not. So what The Rock proposed is if I can't remember. If those two jabronis, aka Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, can beat the People's Champ and the undisputed Universal Champ, then on their Reigns and Rhodes match on WrestleMania Sunday for the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship will be 1-on-1. If they lose, it will be bloodline rules. Now, the problem with that is we have no idea what bloodline rules even means. Like The Rock even said, it could be, Jimmy Uso as special guest referee, or Solo Sikoa doing special guest commentary.
No, Solo Sikoa is singing the national anthem.
So it'd be like, and the crowd actually they started chanting for that. But yeah, so we don't know what that could entail. So I'm almost thinking they need to lose this match, even though I don't want to see them lose this match. I think they almost need to lose this match so we can see what this bloodline rules match is, and gives ample room for The Rock to screw over Roman Reigns. Just saying.
I think it's the other way around. I think Cody and Seth win. Seth's going to get hurt, which is why he can drop the belt on night 2.
But I was thinking that actually Damian Priest will cash in on whoever wins on Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre. Possible,
but the more important thing is what's going to happen is it's going to be Cody Roman 1-on-1. No outside involvement. Cody's going to win straight up, which sets up The Rock versus Roman Reigns for head of the table.
Because he
Roman doesn't deserve it because he couldn't win it on his own.
Do you have to wait a year for that, or do we do that at the next
SummerSlam?
What is that? Not PLE. Yeah, that's what they call it now.
It'll be at SummerSlam.
I would think they would do it. Yeah, I guess that's something. Because they got Money in the Bank in London, right? Mm-hmm. And then they have something in Germany. They have France.
No, it's in Germany, in Munich.
Is that Money in the Bank? No, Money in the Bank is in London. Then there's 2 other premium events. One's happening in France and one that's happening in Munich.
Yeah, I'm not sure where SummerSlam's happening, but that's where it's going to be.
Yeah, that's the next really big. Oh wait, no, isn't Survivor Series before SummerSlam?
No, Survivor Series is the Thanksgiving special.
Oh, that's right, duh. Very interesting, sir. Very interesting. Well, I mean, that's the thing too. That promo that he cut like early, it was a throw off.
What do you mean?
The whole head of the table thing. That promo that he cut when he was like, or I'm gonna go eat after this. Where should I sit? Should I sit at the bar? Should I sit at the booth? Should I sit at the head of the table? You know, that whole thing he did there. Should I sit at the head of the table? Which kind of threw things for a loop, especially when he pledged his, he said, well, he just said you were my tribal chief. He didn't have to, he's his tribal chief now.
He did. The Rock did acknowledge Roman Reigns.
That's what I'm saying. Because Roman actually looked almost pitiful when he asked him for that, though. He was like, I need you to do something for me. I need you to acknowledge me. I was like, it's not a, that's kind of, doesn't make it make you look kind of soft out here, Roman.
So I've got one last thing to talk about, and it is about wrestling as well.
Wrestling.
It is even bigger, more pivotal, more important than WrestleMania, more important than what we've just been talking about. And I haven't pulled up the image yet because I don't want to give you the heads up. So for those of you watching, I'm going to pull the image back up that we were just looking at before I move to the next image, which was this last weekend, the retirement of Sting.
Oh, yeah.
Had his final match, had his kids with him side by side. You know, you got Surfer Sting, you've got Wolfpack Sting. So his kids dressed up. And then, of course.
Oh, those are his kids.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And, of course, the real Stinger in the middle. Sting has retired. I love the fact that WWE acknowledged it on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
I don't think Sting gets enough credit. And unfortunately, a lot of that is because he wasn't a WWE guy.
That guy was old when he started. He's even older now. Like, I was looking at a shirt. This guy had a shirt with Surfer Sting on it. And I was just like, God, that dude was old then. Or at least he just looked old then. But, I mean, like, Sting is pivotal in the whole sports entertainment genre.
I mean, I will say Sting is 64.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's actually, I mean, the fact he's been going a long time.
And to be clear, the guy put on a hell of a final match.
I've heard. I haven't seen it. Was this a AEW pay-per-view?
It was an AEW pay-per-view. It was a tag match for the tag titles, which he was one of the co-holders, against the Young Bucks, which is probably, I would say, the top most popular quote-unquote tag team anywhere. And Jeff says he can get his AARP card now. Well, he actually could have gotten that about 7 years ago, so he didn't have to wait for that.
Yeah.
And Jeff, you could have gotten yours and probably already have it.
Dang!
Yeah. So, anyways, I want to take a moment to give big ups to Sting, who I don't think gets enough credit. The guy is amazing. One of the few to say he beat Flair for a belt, and deserved to beat Flair for the belt, and Flair in his heyday.
Yeah.
He's
been around so long. Like, he's one of the only, like, you want to talk about OGs? Sting. OG. Like, who just now ended. Like, you think about everybody who's, stopped before him, who was there during, like, when Sting was still going. Hogan, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, like just those. I mean, those are big. Undertaker, big names who stopped. Before. I don't even know if they really wanted. If they wanted to continue, if they could, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But
that's the match we never got that I wish we would have.
Which one? Oh, Undertaker?
Sting versus Undertaker.
That would have been... See, I always thought... When they had that whole invasion thing, Sting didn't actually come over during that. I remember that. That was one of the big disappointments of that time. It was that whole invasion thing. We thought that was one of the matches that we thought we would get during that time, but he decided he wasn't going to come over until he was ready.
Well, and he didn't want to come over because Vince didn't treat the WCW guys initially with the same level of respect.
That's true.
I mean, there were promos where WWE guys were saying, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
To these well-established, and I think one of the times was to Booker T. And that's what made Sting decide, I'm not going over there. And he went to TNA, which was at the time a very small, no-name promotion.
Yeah, and gave them some legitimacy.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys ended up coming over there because of it.
And I'll give Sting respect for doing that. He did eventually come to WWE, and it was a very short tenure. Unfortunately, he got injured.
Yeah.
Took a bad buckle bomb from Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And, got kind of, frankly, I think, screwed against Triple H.
Yeah, that was kind of it.
And we were there for that match.
That was kind of an ass match. I'm not going to lie. I was a little I was happy to see, I was happy to see NWO come out. I was happy to see DX come out. Now, that would have made for something interesting if they actually it turned into almost like it would have been like one-sided due to the fact that DX had more people. But, it was one of those things. That would have been something I would have been more interested in seeing that turn into maybe like some kind of 6-man tag or something like that. That could have been, or 8-man tag, whatever. That would have been kind of dope to see. But I think definitely 100%. I think he got screwed on that match.
And I don't know. I think because of that match, I think because of the buckle bomb, we never got to see the Undertaker Sting, which probably would have been the biggest match. Probably at that point would have been the biggest match ever.
That would have been very huge. Because I think everybody, like, they were both, it was basically like watching the same character. Like, or at least, like, very, very different, but very similar characters. So, yeah, it's still disappointing. But, yeah, no, congratulations to Sting, man. Like, he definitely, retirement, good for you, my guy.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Actually, and also I just want to say I was actually kind of pumped to hear about, like, well, I mean, not pumped per se, but like the first inductee for this year's Hall of Fame. I was like, I'm okay with that. The Wise Man, Paul Heyman. I'm okay with that.
Which is not the first time he's been asked to do it. But he's actually turned down multiple times because he feels I'm an active, quote unquote superstar.
I mean, the only other active member on the roster that's become it's Hall of Fame, like active. What is Rey Mysterio, right? He's hurt right now.
And Rey Mysterio made his return. What are you talking about?
No, oh yeah, he did make his return. Yeah, he was hurt.
And Jeff would like to know: are you juiced? Paul Heyman.
I'm not juiced, but I'm excited.
So, are you like half juiced?
Yeah, I'll give it half. I'm like half a cup of juice. I'm juiced.
Like that much juice?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Fair enough. What else you got going on, man? I hear a lot of noise outside your window. What the heck's going on?
No, it's just because I got cars driving by. I live in a little alleyway, so it echoes when cars drive by, or in the street. But then I also, not too far, I have St. Rose Parkway right behind me, so that could be some noise too. Yeah.
How about in general? You got anything fun, exciting going on?
Not really. I am like I still got a few weeks, but I got tickets to go see at the Smith Center music of John Williams. So I'm actually really excited about that because
you said you have tickets. Who are you going with?
Huh?
You said you have tickets.
Oh yeah. I got tickets. I mean, I don't know yet, but I just decided to buy 2 tickets, so I could be.
No. I mean, there's more there. Let's hear about this.
We don't need to worry about that.
No, we do. As a matter of fact, the people want to know.
No,
you are the people's champion nowadays. So Please tell the people what's going on.
Don't worry about it. But I like so, and then like as soon as we get done here, I'm actually going to be jumping back on and trying to get the stuff done for Oak Bridge so that we can get that out to our amazing audio engineer, Joe Bly.
I spoke with him. Well, I texted with him earlier tonight, actually, checking in, see how he's doing.
Yeah, now he's actually fully moved into his crib apparently. So he's got that new house. He was him and his lovely wife. They were living like
No. See, our audience cares.
Yeah.
Brian says we care about your. So listen, you've got to tell us what's going on.
I because anytime. Actually, no, not 100% true, but I don't want to put anything out there. I don't want to be. It's basically eggs basket whole thing before they hatch type deal. I don't want to put anything that's not completely set in stone yet.
That's fine. Nothing has to be set in stone for you to like give us some insight. Is there someone you're hoping to take this, John?
Yes.
Williams? Is it someone you've taken to other things?
We've gone to one other thing.
So you've been on a date recently and you haven't told your friend.
Not a. It wasn't really a. It was kind of a date, but not really. But
what does that mean? What's kind of a date?
So, because this is why I don't like talking about this stuff on here, because like I just don't want to put certain things out there right now. So like I'm gonna keep that to me, and then we'll.
James, we have chosen this public spotlight.
I understand that, but I am choosing.
Want to
I understand that, but I am choosing to leave that off the table for now.
What does for now mean?
For now, when I feel comfortable with saying something, I will then say it. But until then, I will keep this to me.
And whoever this mystery person is.
Right.
Is his name Jack?
Her name is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Not Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Jacqueline. Mm-hmm. But when I feel comfortable, then I will say. But until then, I will not.
Mm-hmm. And I guess Jeff is disappointed. So is something going on there you want to tell us about? Is Jeff your little boo thing?
No. Me and Jeff are cool. We haven't actually hung. Actually, Jeff. Speaking of which, I'll hit you up soon. We need to go back, get some food or something, hang out. But no, it's not Jeff.
Okay.
But Jeff, just so you know, if for some reason it does fall apart, I will be more than happy to take you with me.
To the John Williams concert?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you invited me, so.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I still need to. Damn, I hope those tickets aren't sold out. We might have Billy Joel, so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So anyways.
Anything else fun and/or exciting you want to share with the audience? That you're willing to share, I guess I should say.
No.
There's nothing you'd like to say to me, in advance of a certain special event that might be coming up?
Is your anniversary coming?
You tell me. I don't know.
I think that might be the next closest thing I can think of. Yeah. So if that's the case, happy anniversary.
When is that, by the way?
March something.
How many years is it?
I believe this is 10.
Yes, that is correct. It is me and my wife's 10-year anniversary coming up.
Yeah. I know it was I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was like I know it was March. Was it March 11th or 12th or something like that?
The sad part, folks, is that James has this amazing thing called technology at his fingertips. He could easily look at a calendar from 10 years ago and deduce based on...
I don't have it marked down on there.
No. I'm saying you could use logic and say, okay, I'm going to pull up a calendar. I'm going to go 10 years ago and see, because I'm sure you know approximately what day of the week it was.
Yeah, I know it was a Saturday.
Oh, okay. And Jenny, my wife, says, still waiting for my gift, James.
That's great because I'm not buying you a gift for your anniversary. I don't know anybody who does that.
I think she's still waiting for her Christmas gift.
She should have got that. She definitely got that. Or should, like, if she didn't get that, that's a problem. Because I know that should have gotten to her. And I believe she actually did get that. So that's,
She did. I'm just joking.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure she told me she got that.
No, you actually did tell her that you were going to get her a 5-year anniversary gift when you were living with us.
I didn't say anything like that.
You did.
I'm pretty sure I didn't because I would never say anything crazy.
Yeah, because you were actually living with us, and we were about to have our kid, and you said you would. So, yeah. And Brian says you should start a new tradition, James, of getting gifts for your friends that have anniversaries, such as him, because I'm sure I know for a fact his anniversary will be coming up in about a little over half a year. So, and Brian, by the way, how is matrimony? You're going on
year,
almost 6 months, almost 6 months. Calm down, James.
No, I'm saying it'll be a year in November.
Yes, it'll be a year in November. Brian got married just before our Disneyland trip.
So was it
literally just before our Disneyland trip?
So was it like the 8th or the 15th? No, it's more like the 15th, I think.
Why would I bring it up today?
Then it must have been the 8th. Okay, I don't remember. Again, I was just there. I don't make a habit.
I was just there. You were not one of my groomsmen.
I was one of your groomsmen, but I'm just saying I don't make a habit of remembering friends' anniversaries.
When was Kevin's? You flew halfway. You flew around the country to the other side of the country for his. When was Kevin's?
February? Was it February? I think it was February.
Do you remember what year?
I know it was 2017. That's all I remember. The only reason I remember that is because I'd said it'd been 17 years since I'd been to Disney World.
So it's still, you associate because it's something about you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Brian says, in regards to how matrimony's going, he's living the big life, talking about getting another dog.
Oh.
And Jeff playing the race card, brothers ain't good with dates.
No, it's just a play off of the book. What brothers do?
What
do brothers do?
Yes, indeed.
Brothers ain't good with dates.
Brothers hang out at the bus station. And brothers drive the bus.
Brothers drive the bus.
Thank you, Tyrus.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No, actually, where has he been? he dropped off.
Unless we talk in court dates.
Oh, I hate you so much right now. Oh, damn. Dang. Ooh.
As long as they have both hands.
Yikes, Jeff.
Haven't lost one to diabetes.
Yikes. Jeepers creepers. Okay, it's time to go. It's time to go.
Oh, man.
Oh, he is full.
He's going full.
Jeff, you're done. You're done ended the show.
You got anything else?
Anything
else?
No.